Hello guys, welcome back to another day in the life. Um, this is the After Hours podcast. Starting with the basics, I'll be talking about the Bible because everyone knows that the Bible is important for people to learn about. So for those who are wondering, just ask me some questions in the comments about it. But growing up, what was your biggest fear that you were afraid of? It could literally be anything. Like, I was afraid of heights, obviously. I was afraid of getting hurt, sort of. And, yeah, because, getting hurt's not good. And I'm also afraid of the dark, sort of. But let me know, because in today's episode, we'll be talking about the Bible. Now, the Bible says that no evil can harm the one who fears the Lord. Through trials again and again, he is rescued. So what that's saying is, what he's saying is that you don't have to be afraid of the person you don't like, sort of. You can just listen to them, you can just listen. Like for example, the other day, I had a really bad argument with my sister. But it's good to step away from the situation, okay? And what I like to do is when I get upset, I like to hide in my room so I don't upset anyone else. And then when I'm done, I usually like to apologize to the person that I hurt them when I hurt them, and then they can decide whether they want to forgive me or not. But that's just a risk that people have to take. There's no side of it. But yeah, because we're in today's Bible verse of let's go. I was reading on Ben Sira. Let's go to I know you guys absolutely love the Bible. It's number one of my favorite. Let's go to Kings number 1. So, no offense to the people in their 80s, because that's wrong usually. But for the people, who are way older than like 80, 85, I'm going to read you guys a chapter from the first book of Kings, if that's okay with you. David's old age is part 1. Obviously, we all know that he aged throughout his whole life. When King David was old and advanced in years, though they covered him with blankets, he could not get warm. Now, this is a true story, really. So, when I read that, I honestly had no idea what they were talking about. I always thought that kings are kings and they're just, people. But then when I think about it, I'm like, that's not true, because people are always going to be people. Like, there's a moment in our lives where we feel left down or left out or out of our minds. And some of us are thinking, wow, our lives really depend on how we feel. So, I'm talking about the Bible today because I thought I could give you a little preview of what's been happening so far today. Because one of us will die eventually in the future, depending on what year we live in. So I don't want that to scare you guys anyway. So I'm thinking about I don't know. But the coming of God, let's go to Psalm 98 and we'll read that. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he has done marvelous deeds. His right hand and holy arm have won the victory. So what they're saying is God will always be king versus in the future. So he's been king for a long time. Like, we all know that he's the God Most High, But so for this particular occasion, I thought I would go through this because the Bible's like one of the most important things you could read about. And it really had an opinion on me, and I wanted to whip something up, which is hard to believe, but I'll do my best to read this for you guys in the next course, whatever. But I will do a course tomorrow where I'll talk about the Bible, and yeah. So let's do one more chapter just because I don't have time. So the first chapter, let's go to Genesis. Okay, Genesis is my favorite. Okay, I know it's everyone's favorite. We all love Genesis. Okay. The story of creation is when God created the earth. So it's kind of like, in the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, and the earth was without form or shape, with darkness over the abyss, and a mighty wind sweeping over the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. God had then separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, because day is day, and that's what he did. And the darkness he called night, as in the evening. Morning, afternoon, evening. Yep. So, evening became, and morning followed the next day. So, just to give you like a follow-up sort of, this podcast is for those who believe in God and love him. Bye.